What's going on, yo? I'm a little bit early. I'm about a minute early. It's rare, but it happens sometimes. But what's going on out there? I named this video Jay-Z's mother is a lesbian. He cheated on Beyonce and Kanye West is insane. Because I know that people are drawn to negativity. And I'm going to do a video about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I got certain videos that are about certain topics that just get hella views, while other ones don't really get views. And it's funny, you know what I'm saying, how you see what brings the people. But yeah, Jay-Z 444, I don't even know what that stands for. I'm sure I could find out, and I guess it would be good for me to find out what that means to do a review on it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna find out what it is while I'm doing this. Actually, hopefully we get a couple of more viewers up in here, and whatnot. But yeah, man, I'm feeling out. You know, we're gonna do a full breakdown. Like I said, I'm actually trying to see what does the album mean. It's kind of whack to me to critique the album and don't know what the title actually means. But it's only 10 joints, kind of like Illmatic, you know what I'm saying, real quick, real motherfucking concise, no features from any other rapper. There are some singers. We got Frank Ocean on there, Kim Burrell, Beyonce, you got Damian Marley, and a couple of other people. But other than that, there's no J. Cole, there's none of that shit. Yeah, none of that shit. The song 444 happens to be 4 minutes and 44 seconds or whatever. So, okay, 444 is the song that I wrote, and it's the crux of the album. Just right in the middle of the album, I woke up literally at 4:44 in the morning, 4:44 a.m. to write this song. So it became the title of the album and everything. It's the title track because it's such a powerful song, and I just believe one of the best songs I've ever written. So there you go. That's why the album is called 444. I mean, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel and all that, and definitely do that for me. Check out the links in the description. I got the link to my project, which is on Tidal and other places, and also Jay dropped a video for the story of O.J. Simpson, and basically check out Thought Crimes. That's Thought Crimes. Their page is Thought Crimes, but with a Z at the end. They did a breakdown of the video, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the video is fire from what I see. It's basically, but we'll get into it when we get into that song. So let's go. Jay-Z 444 starts off with Kill Jay-Z. Beat is kind of dark, kind of reminds me of that American Gangster vibe, kind of Black Album, soulful, inspirational, but it's a sense of sadness. And you got some horns and a synth noise adding drama. It sounds like a siren or something. Jay starts off with the hook, kill Jay-Z. They never love you. You never be enough. Let's just keep it real, Jay-Z. Fuck Jay-Z. I mean, you got your own brother. How can we know if we can trust Jay-Z? Die, Jay-Z. Well, this ain't back in the day. You don't need an alibi, Jay-Z. That shit, it goes on like that. It's a dope hook. And some of the things that he points out in the song, he throws darts at Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Like, you dropped out of school, you lost your principles. That's going back to college dropout. This fuck everybody attitude ain't natural. This ain't kumbaya, but you got hurt because you did cool. This ain't kumbaya, but you got hurt because you did kumbaya. I gave him 20 mil without blinking. He gave you 20 minutes on stage. Fuck was he thinking? But if everybody, and then he goes on to say, but if everybody's crazy, you the one that's insane. He also speaks of himself stabbing on, saying, you asked the lines on, knowing all along, all you had to say you was wrong. You almost Eric Benet, let the baddest girl in the world get away. Never go Eric Benet. Never go full retard like Tropic Thunder. I like the fact that I know Jay-Z looks at silly ass movies and shit like me, like Tropic Thunder and whatnot. That's always good. So, all right, what else? That's that's pretty much the main things that were noteworthy. I like that song a lot. Dope beat. It's dope. Shout to No ID for making all these beats. No ID, that's Common Sense's first producer, Chicago native. I met him before with my man Cy Scott in the studio. Cool dude, lots of stories. He's a cool dude. Next, we got the story of OJ. The beat's kind of jazzy. It's a vocal sample, pianos. It got a swing to it. And he starts off like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay. He goes on to say, don't die out in your neighborhood, get your mama written, take your drug money and buy the neighborhood. He's talking about, empowerment. That's how you rich money. He like, I could have bought a place. He's talking like I could have bought a place in Dumbo before it was Dumbo for about $2 million. That same building is worth $25 million today. Guess how I'm feeling? Dumbo. That's dope. The whole Dumbo. The elephant and being dumb, nice entendre. The hook, light nigga, dark nigga, faux nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, poor nigga, house nigga, field nigga, still nigga. So no matter where you are, you're still a nigga basically. And the song is talking about financial freedom. He's talking about how people thought he was bougie, talking about art, but he flipped some art from 1 mil to 2 mil to 8 million. And he like, yo, he giving you game, $1 million game for $9.99. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you on the gram holding money to your ear. There's a disconnect. That's not what we call money over here. Boss shit right there. Boss shit right there. Go on to number 3, Smile. This is probably the most controversial song, one of the most controversial songs on here. This is the song where he speaks about his mother being a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? We never knew that. It's ironic because Kim Burrell sings on this, and it has a gospel vibe. You know what I'm saying? And Kimber is ironic because Kim Burrell actually no. Yes. Kim Burrell is on this one, I believe. No, she's on 444. So on Smile, it's a Stevie Wonder sample, but it does have a gospel blues type of vibe. This could be a single, but the subject matter is kind of dark, so I don't know. But it does kind of have a bounce and a groove to it too, though. But he like, mama had 4 kids, but she's a lesbian. Had to pretend so long that she's a lesbian. Had to hide in the closet so she medicate. Society, hate and pain was too much to take. Cried tears of joy when you fell in love. Don't really care if it's a him or her. I just want to see you smile through all the hate. Marie Antoinette, baby, let them eat cake. So, it's definitely a pro, LGB, whatever, the homosexual community type of record. He's saying, his mother's gay and been in the closet. She had a bunch of kids because the society said she had to, and now she's out. And I guess with a woman, it's kind of a funny visual to think about him saying, let them eat cake. Because if you think of all the double entendres, cake could also be a term for coochie, for pussy. And seeing that he's talking about lesbians, I'm sure that he was thinking of it that way, but what he reminds you he doesn't use that pen. He reminds you, super facts, niggas switch sides, traded pride. We don't do all that. Kanye, maybe? Up in the hundreds of millions. I have no ceilings. In my rear view mirror, objects are further than they appear. Don't mind. Then he goes on to talk about Jimmy Iovine. Respect Jimmy Iovine, but he gotta respect the Elohim. This a whole new regime. You know, that's Jay getting on his kind of Dr. York 5% vibe. You know, Elohim, those are like the elders, the gods that's spoken of in the Bible. Is you know, for pretty deep philosophy. You know what I'm saying? This line is crazy to me. Blood diamonds dripping with guilt. I ain't tripping. That's life. Winners and losers, drug dealers and abusers. America like me, ruthless. Damn, Jay, that shit was hard body, heartless shit. He was spazzing with the flow on it. Talking about he went to see his therapist, 40 and slip in European whips, true and living God in the flesh. That's like that 5% knowledge coming out. Oh, y'all thought I was watched. I'm at the cleaners laundering money like the Teamsters. That's gangster for real. And he goes on to speak about somebody who got a case or something he know, but he like, yet it's legal in Colorado. Yet we deny black entrepreneurs free enterprise. That's why it's a black market. That's why it's called a trap. Dope. And then Jay-Z mom comes on and does a little spoken word talking about living in the shadows, I guess, you know, referring to her being a lesbian, apparently. And it's a pretty cool thing. Kind of, it reminds me of what Common used to do with his father. Even though Jay has had his mother on there before, Common had his father on his early music, on like his second album and a couple of other albums. So it's definitely memorable that Common did. I had no idea he's doing that. Jay, the battle rapper Excel, was on Facebook saying he's going to rap like Common Sense. And I agree. He was saying, you know, basically this is Jay's chance to rap like Common Sense, literally with Common Sense's producer, No ID. So No ID got to be in the combo for hottest producers ever. Okay, so yeah, so Jay-Z mother does the poem. Next we go into Caught. What is it? Caught in Their Eyes, featuring Frank Ocean. This has a reggae vibe and a soul music vibe and a vocal sample. I don't know if that's a reggae song or Frank Ocean. But you know, it's Jay talking about stuff like people disguise their truth. The world can see how phony you act. Friends who, you know, killed friends and went to the funeral and, you know, hugged a mother and sat there with a straight face in the funeral. He's saying, you know, he sat down with Prince eye to eye. He told me his wishes before he died. Now, Lindale McMillan, he must be colorblind. They only see green from them purple eyes. They eyes hide. They eyes hide. Eyes shut to all the lies. This guy had slave on his face. You think he wanted the masters with his masters? Woo! And he speaks on he's surprised they ain't sell. He said they did sell tickets to walk to Prince's house, and he's surprised they didn't auction off the casket. So, you know, that's speaking on the fact that Lindale McMillan, who was the lawyer for Prince's estate, basically reneged on the agreement Prince had, and the courts agreed to take away the Prince music off of Tidal. And basically, Jay is like, you know, that's not what Prince wanted. He didn't want you to have this music. And, you know, that's basically it. Speaking on, you know, artists and whatnot. There's other stuff in there. I'm just giving you the, you know, the simple stuff. 444, this is the title track featuring Kim Rell, who made the remarks about the gays and got, you know, canceled off of Ellen. And but yeah, this song, this is a song where he's talking about Beyonce and cheating on Beyonce and whatnot. He's like, you know, I apologize, often womanized. took for me to have a child born, for me to see through a woman's eyes, for all of them still, to see through a woman's eyes. And then it's like, you know, I seen the innocence leave your eyes. I still mourn its death. I apologize for all the stillborns because I wasn't present. Their body wasn't accepted. Damn, like he wasn't present so babies couldn't be born. So all the women I toyed with, your emotions, because I was emotionless. You know, sometimes you gotta be cold on and stare blankly into space, thinking all the time, just thinking how you wasted it on this basic shit. I'm never gonna treat you like I should. That's what's on the hook. That's crazy. Very personal, Jay. Very personal, Jay. He woke up at 4:44 to speak on this one. What do you like, sleeping with our back turned? What you know about that? About in a relationship when you're sleeping with the back turned. I don't know about it. He like, I suck at love. What you over my shit? And you know, then it's back to the hook. I'm never gonna treat you like I should. Then he's talking, he's saying, you know, he don't want his children to know about what he did. And basically he's saying, if my children knew, they would look at me the same. Like I would die of shame. Like you did what with who? Like, you know, what good is a menage a trois when you have a soulmate? And saying like, it's like, you know, his daughter or kids could look up on the internet and it's like, they see that and find out there's no Santa Claus and Santa Claus is fake and find out there's no tooth fairy. Like nothing they thought was real is real. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Jazzy, soulful, nice horns, little up tempo for the subject matter. Definitely a standout. Definitely. Another standout is Family Feud joint with Beyonce. Beyonce and Jay are funny. They're hilarious, bro. Because they'll make songs about each other and then feature on each other's album and go on tour. So it's kind of hard to tell. It would be funny if Jay never cheated. And all of this is just like reality show shit to bring controversy. I doubt it though. Jay and Solange definitely was very angry. You know what I'm saying? So, and he spoke on that. You know what I'm saying? So Family Feud, track number 6. We halfway through. He comes out, this is very optimistic, talking about Beyonce feeding the kids liquid gold. Look it up, that's a real thing. People drinking gold, supposed to be healthy. He like, I told my wife the spiritual shit really working. You know what I'm saying? This one I don't understand. And old niggas, y'all stop acting brand new. Like Tupac ain't have a nose ring too. Then it's like a drum. And I'm like, is that a dart at Pac? Is that speaking on how niggas be talking about dudes who wear certain stuff and they like, you can't talk about that because Pac had a nose ring? Or is it saying Pac had different parts to his personality too? I don't know. Seemed like a dart, but I would hope not. You know what I'm saying? Then he goes on to talk about 100% black-owned champagne, merrily drinking off these streams, speaking on the streaming war Tidal. So that's a double time on champagne and drinking and streams. Dope. This song is about empowerment among black businessmen and businesswomen, basically. You know what I'm saying? But that's definitely speaking on the streaming wars like iTunes, Spotify, etc. So then he like, on the hook, what's better than one billionaire? 2, especially if they from the same hue as you. Y'all stop me when I stop telling the truth. Powerful. That's powerful right there. You know what I'm saying? What's better than 1 millionaire? 2, especially if they black too. You know what I'm saying? Stop me if I'm lying. You know what I mean? Like, can I get an amen from the congregation? Beyonce come in, fire. He like, so then goes on to say, I'll fuck up a good thing if you let me alone, Becky. Going back to that lemonade, Beyonce with the Becky with the good hair. Some truth to it, maybe. He like, you know, kept losing the babies because their future wasn't uncertain. Like the babies couldn't be born because Jay was wild. I like this line. We all screwed because we never had the tools. We never had the tools, man. You never had the tools. And he goes on to point out that Al Sharpton in the mirror taking selfies. How was him or Bill Cosby supposed to help me? So he like, Al Sharpton took the selfie last week. So I'm like, Jay was writing this really, really up to date. Like he just got this out. I was scared, like Jay gonna like, hey nigga, I see you Loch sitting in your motherfucking room, listening to my shit, smoking, drinking coffee, nigga, right now, nigga. What's up, nigga? It's approximately 2:50 p.m. right now, nigga. It was like that fucking Dave Chappelle skit and shit. Then he called Bill Cosby Bill Cosby. I'm sure some people would be upset about that. That shit was funny though to me. And he like, we all lose when the family feuds. I'll be damned if I, and he like, and he talks, he says, I'll be damned if I drink Bellevue while Puff got Ciroc. Y'all niggas need to stop. Like, you know, we should be buying this other shit with black men-owned businesses. So, you know, this song is about definitely black empowerment, business, and, you know, definitely helping each other out and supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? More than anything is what this one is about. I know the lighting was kind of crazy for a second. And yeah, what that one was about. A lot of samples with like current vocal samples though. Next we got Bam. Bam Bam Dila Dila Bam 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 Dila. Sample from Sister Nancy, pretty famous reggae song. I'm sure you've heard it. Bam 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 Dila Bam Bam Bam. So yeah. It has Damian Marley. That's pretty dope. And on this one right here, I liked it because this was kind of the cocky Jay. It's going down when he says, ho, anytime he says that. On this, the intro, like, fuck all this pretty shit. What? Fuck all this pretty Sean Carter shit. Nigga, Sean was on that gospel shit. I was on the total fucking opposite shit. That reminds me of Big T on some battle rap shit. Big T from Chicago versus K-Shine from Harlem. But Big T line was, he got us black people on some positive shit. For me, I'm with the total opposite shit. So I ain't gonna say that Jay stole that, but it reminds me of that. And I know Jay definitely loves battle rap. And if anything, it was some respect, you know what I'm saying? So, but shit, I like, he talking about stuff $1 million in a sock drawer. That's a war chest in case you need to get your chest knocked off. Y'all be talking crazy on them IG pictures. So when you get the hell to them, Blanco sent you. If I'm not mistaken, Blanco was the dude from Carlito's Way. Benny Blanco from the Bronx, maybe. My advice is just don't be too nice to niggas. Just set the price on niggas and live your life, my niggas. Facts. And he like, once upon a time in the projects, Ice Cube reference. Once upon a time in the projects, y'all. So, yep. That shit was crazy. I definitely, and he like, sometimes you need your ego. You gotta remind these fools who they effing with. We got the effings too. Before we had A&Rs, we had ARs too. We the only ones moving like y'all say y'all move, but we still moving like y'all say y'all did, or whatever. 50 Cent as effing vodka, and I was wondering if that was a dart at 50, because 50 always throwing darts at Ciroc and Jay every once in a while. So he like, just thinking maybe he like, remind these fools who they effing with. We got effings too. Effings is a kind of gun. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know. And he like, you know, I pulled out the pot. We was out of options. So, you know, Jay is talking to him. He's talking to him on that one. He's definitely talking to him on that one. And on the hook, he like, fuck all this pretty shine, call this shit Hove. You know what I mean? I love it. Then he come back to the brother, Bobby Smurda. Anybody you heard of, shout out to Bobby Smurda. Y'all make me turn up all this talking down. A lot of people, that could be Kanye, that could be Drizzy, anybody else throwing darts. Then he goes into niggas is skipping leg day just to run their mouth. I be skipping leg day. I still run the world. I press the head of your team with one finger curl. I line y'all up with one finger wave. Make niggas weave. Niggas out here is fake. Lace front to the back. Don't front. Y'all gonna make me wig. I'ma give you what you want. It comes from Black Sheep. The choice is yours. Back, middle to the front. Don't front. You know, a good time. I'll give you what you want. So yeah, but he was like, you know, lace front to the back. Don't front. Y'all gonna make me wig. I'm gonna give you what you want. Dope reference. And other than that, it's a reference to Kanye, who on a song said something about skipping leg day. So he kind of put that in. So that's probably going to Kanye. But Drake does work out too now. So, you know, Moonlight, number 8, pretty deep song with the La La, the Fuji sample from Fuji La. La 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 La. This is dope. Throwback 90s type shit. The concept is dope because, okay, it's called Moonlight. The movie Moonlight won the Oscar. But before it won the Oscar, the people named the movie La La Land as the winner instead of the actual winner, which was actually Moonlight. So it's speaking on how, you know, you win, sometimes you win, but you still lose, and then it's called La La Land, referring, you know, just being in Hollywood, in a Hollywood state of mind, living in a fairy, you know, world, kind of a fake world, basically. But he's like, we stuck in La La Land. Even when we win, we gonna lose. We got the same fucking flows. I don't know who is who. So that's kind of dope because they didn't know who was who at the Oscars with La La Land and Moonlight, supposedly. He like, we didn't even refer it to rap, like using the same flows. Even when we win, we gonna lose. And then the beginning is so funny because everybody is using this skirt, and skirt, everybody skirt, I'm in the skirt. And Jay spoke on that, like, y'all fuck the same chicks. I'm in the skirt with ya, yeah, right. I'm in the skirt with ya, cool story. I'm on the enough of this, funny. Everybody is doing it. I'm in the skirt with your bitch. I'm in the skirt with your hoe. I'm on the jet with you. Woo, woo, woo. So that's funny. Only Jay can be stupid like that. Be like, you know, stop walking around like y'all made Twiller. Y'all niggas think y'all Michael Jackson out this motherfucker. He like, I don't be on the gram going ham giving information to the port. That's all spam, dope word scheme. Pork, spam, all that shit. Please don't talk about guns that you ain't never gonna use. Y'all always telling yourself, I'm so fucking confused. You know, that could go to a lot of people making threats online, from regular niggas to rap niggas, managers, and yada yada. The hook come on, ooh, la la la, that's dope. Fuji's hook popping. In the whole La La Land, even when we gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Same fucking flows. I don't know who was who. They like, that nigga still signing deals, still. After all they done stole for real, after what they did to our Lauryn Hill, they done arrested Lauryn, y'all still signing deals? Be like, that's we'll talk when you behind on your taxes and you pawn on your chains and they run off with your masters and took off the Beverly Hills while we in Calabasas. And he like, Lucian is cool, but Lucian don't write. Doug ain't this tight. He talking about Lucian Grange or Grange. She was the CEO, chairman of Universal, and then Doug Morris, who's the chairman of Sony, who actually used to be over Universal. They're execs. They've been in the game for years or whatever. And he like, you know, the grass is always greener because they always raking in more. This song reminds me of Imaginary Player with a little deeper vibe, and it kind of touches on race with the moonlight and how they got kind of shitted on for a minute. They tried to play him at the Oscars. Marcy Me, number 9. Dope. I guess this is inspired by Marvin Gaye, Mercy Me, I would think. So on that, on the Mercy Me joint, Marcy Me, I should say, I like this one too. This was pretty hard. This was a pretty hard one. I like where he was going with this. Soulful vocal, sample, pianos. Pretty dope, pretty dope. Like, how do you say it off? He said it off. Back when Ratchet was a ratchet, back when gun was a gun and Vixen was a vixen, and Jam Master Jay was alive, I was mixing cocaine in the kitchen. Hard. I'm from Marcy houses where the boys died by the 1,000. Back when Pam was on Martin. Well, back when Pam was on Martin. Whoever saw it started. Back when Denzel was riding Alpaca. 9. I love that. If you don't know, Denzel, American Gangster. In American Gangster, Denzel had the famous line I love where he be like, "That's alpaca, you block that shit." But I like the way he used alpaca and flipped it to alpaca 9mm. You know what I'm saying? When Slick Rick made Mona Lisa. When Lisa Bonet was Beyonce of her day, I had divas. Y'all think I just popped up in this bitch like a fetus. Hard. Nigga, he was flowing on here. I wish he flowed more like this. This was that rain. Ooh, this was fire. This was fire. Really, like, I started in lobbies, now I poly with sides. You know what I'm saying? I started in the lobby, now I poly with Middle Easterns. You talking about, you know, old Brooklyn, not this new shit. Feel like spool fat laces in your shoes. I'm talking busting off the roof. And he like, you know, shout out to all the murderers, turned murals, plural, fuck the Federal Bureau. And he like, shout out to Big Papa, Daddy Kane, heroes, dope, dope. This was hard. That was hard. 10, the last song, Legacy. I love the vocal sample. It's like, someday we'll all be free. It got a kind of a Motown sound, 60s kind of sound. Reminds me of the Blueprint, kind of a saxophone thing. Has a Donny Hathaway sample. I guess this is Blue. And she's like, what's a will? And Jay goes into talking about, you know, legacy, black excellence, legacy, 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 black excellence, baby. You gonna let them see, you know. And then he's talking about, you know, what the sister and the nephew's gonna get, kind of explaining the will, talking about how Blue was gonna be left with the company, and, you know, and all that, the rock and all that, and saying, you know, it was a time when America wouldn't let us ball. He spoke on the Negro League baseball. And he said it was a time when America wouldn't let us ball. Then he like, generational wealth, that's the key. My parents ain't have shit. So the shift started with me. But then he like, his mom bought him bonds at the end. That was dope. Then he talking about, I remember listening to Ooh, your seed, marry my seed, his seed, marry his seed, and something. Put his name in it, dope. And he like, then he talking about, see, my father was a son of a preacher man whose daughter couldn't escape each of the preacher's hand. So that could be either beatings, you know, unfortunately sexual molestation, I don't know. And he like, I hated religion because he was this Christian. He was preaching on Sundays how he was living Monday, but something, he was preaching on Sunday about how he was living on Monday. Someday I'll forgive. He talks about being a red queen race, which is, you know, just running hard to stay in the same place. Then the hook comes on, and that's pretty much the end of that, man. Yeah, this is a solid album by Jay. It's pretty dark in tone. Shout to No ID, he did his thing. I kind of stayed on that same tone, from jazzy, dark blues, little soulful. Then he got like reggae kind of influence songs. There's a lot of black empowerment on this album. That's pretty much the tone of the album. Like I was saying, that Al Sharpton line was really good. I'm surprised he didn't like have a metaphor about it being the 30th. I don't know what time it was exactly. I think Family Feud could be a sample. Bam. Maybe the joint Smile, possibly. Trying to think what else could be a single. I don't know. I think that though, you know, Jay isn't worried about radio songs or singles. I think Jay is trying to bring the album back, and this is for Tidal. He wants people to stream the whole album, not just a single. He's been saying he wanted to bring back the album for a long time, since like Blueprint 3. I also love that Kill Jay-Z joint. Most of these songs are pretty short too. Like 4 of these songs out of 10 of them are less than 3 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, you know, I definitely got a chance to peep it a lot of times. Before I did this, I didn't just rush to do it. I got into every crevice of it. And I think that this is a pretty strong album. I think that overall, probably about a 4 out of 5 stars if I had to give one. One thing I would say that, you know, I'm not complaining, but I think that, you know, that Jay can be super fire. And while he is fire on here, there are people who are rapping more passionately than Jay. But what Jay says holds so much weight. I just want him to get in the pocket of these beats more. You know what I'm saying? But the album has done what he said was fire. And like I said, this is a good album. Kind of reminds me of the Black Album, Blueprint album. I think it's better than the last album. Jay speaks on it. He thinks that every other album is like a classic. And the ones in between are all right. You know what I'm saying? But no disrespect to Jay-Z's mother. He the one who said that she was a lesbian. But I know that people just love controversy. If I said Jay-Z 444 review, probably less people will come. I'm not saying 1 million people will come watch this, but I definitely want to speak on it because I'm a hip hop dude. I've been, you know, messing with Jay for a very long time. There's been ups and downs on my view, but overall, I mean, Jay is Jay. He's a powerful businessman. He's a dope rapper and lyricist, and he's married to arguably the finest woman in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna hold y'all all day, but definitely check out Thought Crime's breakdown of the story of O.J. Simpson video. And subscribe, like, share, check out the links in my description. If you're gonna check the album out in your own Tidal, check out my record on there, Afro American Psycho. You know what I'm saying? On Tidal, featured it there, thanks to Sugar. You know what I'm saying? Comment, share, follow me on social media at Loch121. That's LOCH 121. Check out my other videos, check out my music and whatnot. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. As far as that, I don't know what I could have missed. It would have been nice to hear J. Cole on here, maybe, or somebody. Certainly wasn't going to hear Kanye probably. But definitely a very personal album, you know, speaking on his mother, speaking on his marriage situation, speaking on Kanye. Very truthful, indeed, very brutally honest. And yeah, man, I'm out like that, man. R.I.P. the Prodigy. And shout out to the hip hop community as a whole, period. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the lighting wasn't too messed up. I see when I step back sometimes. I don't always be looking at the screen. You know what I'm saying? But all right, man, I'm out like that, man. I'm probably gonna bump this album again. I got a chance to get it down. I really can enjoy it. Yeah. Peace. At Loch 121, LOCH 121.